kept telling me, you should put on wigs. We don't want to see your natural hair. It's ugly.
You're the one who can look at something else then.
I know,
because
exactly.
yeah.
I mean, like, don't. I mean, I do wear a lot of wigs now.
Yeah, that's part of the fun.
It's hard to style short hair like this, but yeah. But when I had long hair, I used to use it a lot because it was a lot more comfortable. Putting accessory stuff in it. Realized that people just didn't like it, and it's good because like, well, it's stretch. Black people, they don't like that. They don't like it stuff. The Lolita community is a lot nastier.
Well, how big is the Lolita? It's bigger than
really big.
It's bigger than the
I mean, I
kimono
love the
community, so you get more people in because the kimono community anywhere there is was like, thank you for being in the community. We need more people in kimono, please, about wearing kimono properly, right? It's like I think a lot of people in North America do kimono panels. We want more people wearing kimono. It's not that hard, it's not that scary.
I have a question on that.
Yes.
I think maybe the reason why he felt for you with the kimono with the dreads, it could have been because of the culture attached to the dreads, or maybe the stigma that might be attached to the dreadlocks. They might see it as a culture smash, and that's why it wasn't accepted.
You know,
whereas the natural hair, a lot of the other communities don't see dreads as natural hair because they just see it as attached to the Rastafari tradition or culture, and it's not really a black. It's not.
I don't think they see it as Rastafari and black. They see it more as Rastafari and white. And no hate to the white people in here. I bet you're all great people. I can't judge you. I don't know you. But from the white people that I've seen with dreads here, I just feel like. I did see one guy with really nice dreads. Honestly, I thought he was a light-skinned black guy because his dreads are so well maintained. And then he turned around. I'm like,
oh damn.
Yeah. But I think you have a good point because a lot of the kimono people are like white people, so they're interested in learning about another culture. So they'll it's a natural extension to educate themselves about natural hair. If someone brings it up, because kimono requires a bit of research.
Yeah.
So they're more research-minded people. So and some of my friends, they on their own, not telling me when to go see Chris Rock's Good Hair documentary. They're like, oh my gosh, I did not know all that stuff. And so they were really respectful and really helpful. And like I said, that's the same thing in the kimono community. I talk openly about my natural hair, and they'll totally be understanding and supportive because maybe they're used to learning and researching about differences in cultures. Whereas with Lolita, they're probably not, because even though it's J fashion, I don't know how much research in Japanese culture you have to do because a lot of kimono was related to learning about Japanese culture.
here's the funny thing. He has natural hair. I do as well. And my big curl fro, ironically, is a little bit more accepted in the Lolita community when it comes to that. And if you go on the one Tumblr blog, Color Me Lolita, I believe, there's a lot of Lolitas on there with actual afros and afro puffs or curly hair, and they're very accepting of natural hairstyles when done right, apparently. It's still a very predominantly white-centric community, especially on the West. So, there's still going to be people judging you, whether they be black, white, or Asian. But at the same time, it's like, oh, your hair's so pretty. You have such great hair, great natural hair for Lolita. You should wear your hair natural. Okay, but there's still a lot of maintenance involved. So,
But
chill.
I think you make a very good point about the differences with the whole dreadlocks and stuff like that. Because locks are fine in kimono. Because one of the other kimono, she has locks.
Yeah.
And she's teaches kimono sewing and stuff like that. So
I kind of just wanted to go back to the white people and dreads thing because I've been thinking about it for a while and I kind of like some feedback on it just because I'm still on the fence. I'm thinking, well, if you're doing natural dreads as a white person, why? It doesn't do anything for your hair. It's not
White hair does not have the texture to properly lock.
Exactly, the oil in your hair, it's not a good look for you because it's not keeping your hair healthy and clean. So it really is just about the appropriation of it for me. That's how I perceive it. Anybody else want to come in on that?
I think maybe it's just they like the way it looks. They would like to emulate a style. Just like how, let's say, a lot of black people, they relax their hair. It's not like self-hate or it's not like I want to appropriate. It's just, I think those dreads are cool. Yeah, let me try it. You can see some people who have shaved hair and they have a real lock. That's a cool style. I will do that. I don't think there's a lot of that. It's just, I like it, I see it, I want to make it look good, and then they take it. I don't think there's too much in depth in there. So I think it's perfectly fine, just like how black people would relax their hair and they like the style and they take care of while it's relaxed. I think it comes down to taking care of it because anybody can badly maintain any style, which is true. As long as you maintain it, I think it should be fine.
I do have a comment on that, only because it's appropriative, because you can have a white person with dreads and for some reason it's okay, but then a black person with dreads, it's not okay, even though that's their style. And there's the Rastafarian culture, which is deeply vegan and religious in its own right, and they have the dreadlocks. And, you know, let's say there's two people going for a job interview, one of them happens to be white, one's black, and they both have dreads. Even though they might not get the job, there's a higher chance that they'll consider the white person just because they're white, and it's like, why not black? And now, black people straightening their hair, that's a whole cultural thing that we honestly don't have time to get in for. When it comes to black hair, we can talk about this for hours. Unfortunately, I've been trying to get a 2-hour panel going for black folks like Anime 2, and for some reason, I'm just gonna chalk it up, say it's because we're black. They're not gonna give us. No, it's not. You gotta be special to get the 2-hour panel.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Fingers was very supportive in terms of getting this panel started.
He really
because There
was.
was a lot of backlash. But I wanted to say about that same thing. Actually, a lot of Japanese people in North America were like, when white people wear kimono, they're praised for it, but when we wear kimono, everyone gives us dirty looks. And they don't wear it out in public, and that's when I'm like, wear your kimono out in public, and it's like, I'll go with you and stuff like that. And
For some reason, white is default, no matter what, even in other cultures, where the minority is the majority.
I would
White
say
people
that
is
it's
I'll add something else to that.
Yeah.
I grew up in Quebec as an Anglophone and went to I went to French school. I was in French immersion before there was French immersion. I lived in rural Quebec. Nearest English school, 20 miles away. Nearest French school, a mile away. Most of our neighbors, Francophones. My mother did not see a 5-year-old doing 40 miles a day to go to school.
No.
I went to the local Catholic school, which is a totally different kettle of fish there. Anyways, the Anglos in Quebec are predominantly rich and connected because, you know, if you grow up in Montreal, there's Anglo privilege, as I call it. So I can understand the difference, and I grew up during both, like the first referendum and got called Maudit Anglaise. Maudit Anglaise.
A lot of us are French stopped early.
Wow.
Yeah. Damned English. So I got called that in my hometown, well, the town I was living in, and that was a predominantly English town. So I can understand, like there are some cultural shifts, and it's not just skin color; it can be linguistic as well.
Oh yeah.
You see, at least then you're able to stop and realize through your own experiences and empathize and sympathize with somebody else who is also a different kind of minority.
Yeah.
You know? I want to throw it out to the crowd. I want to ask them if. Oh, sorry. Is it your time to go?
Yeah.
So we're gonna tag team swap out. We got Jamie.
Yeah, I did want to mention that one lady visiting England, she did ask one of the white kimono people in England about like, is it okay to wear kimono there? And she was shocked that she'd have to ask, and she's like, of course it's okay to wear kimono, because she's a Japanese lady visiting England, and it's like the white blog, actually a strawberry kimono on Tumblr. She was like, of course, and it's like, if you're near me, I'll wear kimono with you. I wear kimono all the time, and no one says anything. But as a white person, right? So.
Yeah.
They're not gonna say, you can be white and walking down the street in a bikini, they're not gonna say anything. But as soon as like, especially since you're black and black is also always hypersexualized,
Thank you.
they're gonna stop and take a picture and they're gonna be like, oh my god. But yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me actually. I wanted to throw it out to the crowd, but first I gotta say, black anime fans, we have the best memes. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. One of my favorite ones right now, and I wish we had the picture, is from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And you have Will Smith sitting there with a water bottle, and then you have Jeffrey and it says Black Butler. And I'm like, I love it. We have the best memes. Then there's that video of a guy who thinks, you know, he's obviously watched way too much anime.
Yes! Oh, we all see it.
Like, we have the best memes. Like, it's just something about being black that's just so awesome sometimes. But yes, I want to throw it out to the crowd. I do want to get, like, some feedback. I want to know, who has some really interesting stories to share about being a weeb? Anybody? Anybody?
Sure. It's more kind of like a question, because for years I've been wanting to do a cosplay.
Do it.
Lauren knows that the black people in anime is like lacking
Exactly.
and not just that, like when you're actually trying to like get to the cosplay, when you're trying to buy it, it does not fit this body. Like you have to go out and like
I custom made this dress.
Yeah, I have to. I want it to be Ash from League of Legends, but she's like a Pole, so like I have to go and.
You know what? Honestly, I wish my friend was here, Jack. She does makeup and stuff like that. She's actually Nidalee from League of Legends. If you saw her, black girl with the orange hair, she's just wearing like a bikini thing.
Yeah.
Like, she's no Pole.
That's what I'm saying though, because I've been having such issues with trying to find someone to wear. Like I was Wonder Woman one year, I was Zatanna the other year. All of them were in the biggest sizes ever, but it still wasn't fitting. So I was like, okay. I'm obviously not the only person here who's having issues trying to be an anime character. And I was trying to look for black anime characters, I can't find them.
There's a couple of links I have. I don't know if they'll show up on here. If anything, like I said, later on I have to go home, probably, and I'll put everything up on the Facebook page. Hopefully, I hope to God there's a link on here to the Facebook page. If not, I'll have to do something. But
usually choose like Yoruichi or like the ones I ever wanted.
you would be surprised when I was putting together this slideshow. I found characters dating back to the 70s that people could do, but.
Well, there's a couple of great bounty hunters in Cowboy Bebop.
Oh yeah.
That episode was like, wow, that's like 70s like exploitation movies. Wow, they really know their movies.
And even like Michiko Itachi. Michiko Itachi. Oh my god, I loved it.
Are you talking about Extremity?
Yeah.
Was it the operator? Was it the operator?
He had like that red suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shute.
And of course there's the priests, but it's not even anime.
That's not even anime.
Hey.
Sci-fi.
She doesn't belong here.
It's just space pirates. They're insurance agents of Black God.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You just have to keep looking.
Yeah.
Got
That's
coming
the
in the
thing,
back
she
from
didn't
our
have to
Afro Taylor round.
Yeah, representation is important, so I understand like your issue, but don't just limit yourself to black characters. I used to have the exact same problem, and I was like, I have to be Yoruichi because she's black.
I
And that's all I
decided
have, but I'm over that.
when I wanted to cosplay, I was like, oh, I guess I'm gonna have to be Nadia Bluewater because I've never seen another black character. Of course, I never did that, but whatever. Like, eventually I realized there's more than just Nadia. There's all sorts of brown skin characters.
Well, I have a story because like I wanted to be, I didn't get to, but I wanted to be Ao from Kishima Maid-sama, and it was a boy dressed up as a girl, and he had a blonde wig and blue eyes. So my friends about it, I didn't think much of it, and they're like, "Why aren't you worried? Like someone's gonna say, why are you doing that kind of character? Like, I'm like, what? Why? Like they're blonde blue eyes, they might think like so."
It's a costume.
It's a costume. I was like, I told him I never thought much of it until they said that. I was like, why? Why is that a big deal?
Because apparently white is right. Once again, like it's the default. Like a lot of people who will watch anime and be like, oh, they're automatically white because their skin tone and their eye color and their hair color. I'm like, they have red eyes and pink hair. How is that default to white?
Exactly.
I don't know. But okay, let's roll with that. But honestly, there's a lot of people out there who will judge you because you are a black person, you are a brown person portraying a character that's supposed to be Asian or white. And it's like, I can't change my skin color, so if you have a problem with that, you're gonna have to talk to somebody who actually gives a damn. Because this is my skin. And if you, as a person who is not brown or black or tan, feels the need to have to change your skin color to be a cosplayer, then maybe you have to stop and think about the fact that you're not really a really good cosplayer. If you believe changing your skin tone is not an issue.
Yesterday I saw my first Izumi Curtis and it was a black girl. And I was like, yes! Izumi Curtis is doable!
Yes, just because you're black doesn't mean you can't do something, honestly.
I just want to say, anyone who has any doubts, go on Cosplaying While Black and you'll see people absolutely crushing every cosplay, every character, and it's amazing.
That'll be up on the slide too.
Yeah. But I will say I do like focusing on black characters because there are so little representation at a lot of the cons I go to that I admittedly people freak out.
Yeah, because you look exactly.
Because you say, and I do a Shepherd book, so yeah. But so when I'm at like Starfest or something, I pull out Shepherd book, everybody freaks out because nobody ever sees it.
Exactly.
So I do highlight.
It's
when I
really
can.
great.
Granted mixed, but still. It's
some people do go by the one drop rule, so you're mixed, but you're still black.
The world goes by the one drop rule, so
I know.
I feel I have no choice but to. Am I gonna walk around like, oh, I'm actually mixed, half white, so I'm a white person?
Yeah.
No,
There are people who
Oh.
do that. They don't acknowledge their
I
black
mean,
part.
the last person who referred to me as black called me 8 colors.
From South Africa, that might be the
No, yeah, of course, but they were not. They were an elderly man. And after that, someone called me a light skinned, which they were a white person. They said it like that, but like I feel like they said it like that because I'm black, and they were like, oh, I think I'm gonna use some Abe on this girl because like I don't get to say yo very much with like actual
Only black people get to call other black people light skinned and light skinned. But yes, you guys want to say?
Yeah, for anyone in here who's an artist, oh yeah, awesome. Okay, so when you guys create characters, what is like, is your default character you create typically black? Like, when you create characters for certain things, do you create black characters? Because I found myself doing that a lot, especially on my Tumblr, where whenever I make a character on OC, their default is being a black person. I always do the natural hair, like afros or dreadlocks. And you'd be surprised the amount of backlash you'll get for that. Like, people have actually come to me asking, why is your character always black? Like, are they supposed to look like you? Like,
Wow, what kind of question is that?
And they ask, like, how can you know if
Like, you look at
I expand on that. I actually commissioned my friend, a really great urban artist. Like, she got started in anime, but honestly, she developed her own style, and I got her to do a couple of illustrations of the mascot, and it's really, it's like urban anime, and she does a lot of black characters, a lot of Hispanic and Latino characters. This one, she actually drew this. This is hers. Yeah, it's so cute, isn't it?
Looks good.
Yeah, I don't know if, I don't remember if there we go.
Wow, that's not good.
Yeah, you see, like, Keisha does really great stuff.
Yeah,
And
that's-
she's like, what's it? Yeah, like, she has her blog right there, hellobookie.tumblr.com. She has a DeviantArt page. I don't think any of us really update it anymore, but she is so good. And we have a lot of people who are just like, why do you do that? Why do you draw like that? Why not? I want to see myself in my own media. You guys are putting it out there. We created this group because we didn't have a group for ourselves. And then there's people, I remember when I first propositioned this panel, they were just like, why do you guys need to have a black folks like anime too? Actually back then it's called black kids like anime too. I'm like, in my head I'm thinking, you asking that is exactly why we live.
Exactly.
It's not even like funny. But like, we don't have a safe space for us to just be black and be nerdy.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks. Like, we have to cornhole ourselves. And I'm not saying y'all aren't invited to our black party, but if you don't, please respect the fact that this is our party and you are our guests.
Yep.
Something over here?
I know we have like just like 1 minute left or something.
I know.
But it's just, in my head, I feel as if like this is the beginning, having like a space for like, okay, black folks, it doesn't matter where they're from. Like my background is African, a lot of people would be like Canadian, other people would be North American. And the next step I see is going from not just like, black as a monolithic whole, it'll end up becoming culture based. I love it when I see an anime where they have, oh, this person is from this country.
Exactly.
And even if it's done really badly, they'll be like, oh, maybe they're from Mexico. They throw in the culture. I love that.
Sado Yasutora from Bleach. She's supposed to be half Mexican, half Japanese. It's like,
And even one of the court guys, he has dreads too, so.
oh, don't even get me started. Like, I am such a Bleach trash fan. Like, my boyfriend was supposed to come, and he's just like, this would have been his first con. He's like, I want to dress up. Can I go in costume? Like, baby, you don't. This is your first, war. Like, you might want to take it easy.
First war.
Like, you're not ready for the battlefront. Like, you're not ready for this, sweetie. No. Just come and watch. And I've been sending him pictures. He's like, oh, that's such a great costume. Oh my gosh, have you seen a lot of Bleach cosplays? He really loves Kenpachi and he wants this and that. And I'm like, blow your roll. Like, being black is it is and it isn't a monolithic title because there's some people who do identify as African American or Afro-Canadian or Jamaican Canadian or whatever, but like black is kind of like a catch-all. where I don't want it to be like the end all be all, but it is just a term, it's just a word right now.
So how can we get this to be a 2-hour panel? Who do we pester?
I don't know, I'll start writing up a petition and see if I can get all y'all. So I don't know if you can like, if you can click if there's links, because I really. No.
There you go.
Of course, I don't have the link to our forum up there, but I will post it on the official Anime North Facebook page. That way you can go and get this and you can see all the cool stuff. And let me just get out of the way here, drop it down low. Thank you guys for coming. Hopefully one day we'll actually get a 2-hour panel. There's so much to discuss. Thank you all for coming.